We've got Mike from Plastic here, and he's actually brought us along the best reference we've had so far. So usually people bring little pictures for my to Skull, but we've actually got an actual 3D print from the game. So Maya's going to be using this as the reference. And yeah, let's kick it off. So do you want to tell us a bit about the character while kind of Maya starts off, and then we can...
Okay, so this is a character from our game called Bound. It was announced just a couple of days ago, and a ballerina. The game is like a story-driven game. It's about a girl, and it's the most of the game happens in a consciousness of a girl that was like dancing, and she's represented as a dancer, a ballerina in the game.
It's quite similar to our game, because a lot of our game takes place in the dreams of people in a way.
Yeah, it's
quite appropriate.
what we were doing in the past was like mostly this oniric experiences. Like we made Datura, which is mostly based on dreams, on
it's like the first VR game.
Yes, it's like half VR.
Half VR. It was a secret in there, wasn't it?
So actually, you can play it with when you attach the second move controller to your head on PS3.
Yeah.
The feature is in the game.
Yeah.
It's like actually Sony didn't know that. Like the TRC team didn't know that. So we slipped it, and some people were actually doing that.
Yeah, it was really cool because I remember when kind of VR started coming up with Oculus and then Sony and everybody. People were like, oh, this. Very new, and I was like, well, actually, Plastic did it a while ago with some move controllers, and then we could link to your big stage demo and stuff, and it was like cool.
Yeah, so we spend a lot of time working with move controllers. I really know that stuff.
Yeah.
They're really nice controllers. Or actually, I'm a little bit sad that it didn't get to like mainstream in such a way that we see people using move. Maybe it will change with your game.
Yeah, I think when we did the move controllers, our goal was really to deliver like one-to-one tracking, and where that really makes sense is VR. So in a way, it wasn't quite ready, because doing it through the screen is an acquired skill. In VR, you see your hands, and it's all of a sudden really intuitive.
Yeah, right.
But doing that same thing through a screen can kind of feel like controlling a robot, and
you need to used to that.
Yeah, you get used to it, but it's less immediately obvious than VR. So all of our artists have kind of learned this acquired skill, so that's what allows them to do sculpting, and it's still better than a mouse or whatever.
Right.
But it is a skill that you learn, and in VR it's just obvious. So it's kind of interesting that once we get this thing into Morpheus, it's actually going to become easier. So a lot of times people think, oh, VR is going to be this more complicated thing, but actually VR just makes things a lot more simple.
Exactly. So I use such comparison for a move controller that a move controller is like comparing driving a car to flying a plane. So it's much complicated. It's not like switching from bike to car. It's like switching from car to plane, which requires a lot of
an extra dimension,
extra
right?
dimension.
Cars drive on 2D planes.
Right, exactly. So you need to understand how the controller works, and you don't need to fight with that. For example, it's very easy to break it, but if you cooperate with it, then it's really nice. And also with VR, if you will try to break it, it's very easy. You can break it in 10 seconds. But if you will cooperate with that, it's amazing.
Yeah, the hand technology you guys had in Datura was really cool. Like the way that you could have the fingers go.
Yeah, but you know what was most frustrating way? I went to one of your presentations, and you said it's in VR it's better to not collide with things, just to like move
just
through
go through it. Yeah.
It's better, and as I said, it was like 1 year of working.
That's just
absolutely
that's
right.
just my opinion, because I tried to solve that problem and I did it.
No,
and I was
but it's you're right. It's actually it's better.
Sometimes it's really frustrating as a programmer that the thing that's hard to do and interesting to do is actually sometimes not the right thing to do, because you do it and it's just like I'm not sure it's actually helping me. So, but I think somebody will, I don't know, once haptics works, whenever in the next
100 years.
100 years, when we could actually stop your hand
exactly
mid-stride, then all of a sudden it makes more sense. But
all right.
Oh, cool.
Let's talk about what's happening on the screen. It's really amazing. That's maybe if we can go a little bit more technical, because I'm very interested in that. I
Sure.
hope that there will be audience that also has those same questions.
Yeah.
Like, how do you store that in? I mean, those like shapes, those little shapes, like those cylinders.
Yeah.
Like, how you store that? Because like millions of them. It's like every single edit.
Yeah. Yes. There's not millions. There's
okay.
hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands of
So
edits, and you store everyone edit.
We store all the edits, and so we store in like basically a flat list.
Mhm.
And the thing that so Alex gave a talk on it at SIGGRAPH. And,
Yes, yes.
So for anybody who's really technical, you should just go check that talk out, because then she just goes through.
Yeah, through
how this actually works.
All those.
But there's lots of obviously voxel style tools, but the kind of, I wouldn't say unique, but one of the big plunges we made is we decided to store it as a sparse signed distance field. So what that lets us do is when people store a dense voxel representation, it takes up a lot of memory. And that's a non-starter for a UGC game, because we can't wait 10 minutes for your level to download. And we have hundreds of these unique sculpts, so to speak, per level. So what we do is we store the edits themselves. So we store what people did. And this kind of, like stroke, for example, is not stored as, 100
right.
edits. We store the spline,
The
and we
spline.
reinterpolate,
Okay,
and
right.
we do all of that stuff. So actually the name of our game is compression. Like that's this. We can't do the game unless we fix it, because our whole game is, you should be able to download levels quickly. So the pitch Alex made was every sculpt, 200 edits ish needs to evaluate under, I think, 300 milliseconds or something. So levels need to load in under 1 second. So we're basically almost there. Most levels do, some levels don't. So what that means is that every time we download a level, we have to reevaluate the whole thing into memory. So in memory, they're also compressed, but they're compressed.
So you actually recompress all the edits into like a point cloud or like a voxel field? Or
Yeah, so what the actual
field, yes?
pipeline is, all the edits form a distance field, and that distance field gets reevaluated on the compute shader. So the PS4 has,
Okay, I get it.
yeah,
So you got like a different list for dynamic objects and static objects? Because there's like a lot of dynamics.
There's lots of objects, so there's just lots of objects, and they get reevaluated asynchronously on the compute pipe.
How many times? Like 1 a second or?
No, just once. So they can't move. So all of our
I get
animation
it. So
is
all
rigid
animations
pieces.
moves the edits.
Yeah.
All right.
So actually, no. The animation, each of these pieces is different, unique sculpts. So it's all just joined together by Hydra. And we could do some deformation, but it's still quite.
You change the primitives all the time.
Yeah,
like
we
in
change the
real time
primitives all
and
the time.
recompute the like the
recompute
distance
actual
field. Okay, yeah, right.
So that's
Right.
Simon's work. Look up Simon and Alex on Twitter, and you can check it out, and he'll talk about it. But it's basically just massively
got it.
parallel evaluation of
Yeah.
signed distance fields, as difficult as that sounds.
I remember this like small intro, the Demosthenes intro, like Smash Farlight that did that. So he was like making a lot of those edits and put it on the distance field, like it's 1000 or for 1000 box. So how big is your box?
900 by 900 by 900 for each one of those.
It doesn't look. it looks much better than.
Yeah. So that's the secret sauce. So I'm afraid I have to run to this presentation, but we'll
we
hand
can
it over to
talk
Maya.
Of course. We have
talk more about the arty bits.
Yeah, but
but I'll catch up with you
thank you
afterwards.
for that.
And
It's
we
like
can chat more tech later.
All right.
Pleasure seeing you.
Thank
again,
you.
man.
Thank you. Okay, so you can tell me if it's like actually if you are limited in some way to do it.
Actually, like this is like really freeing in a way because you have all this nice ways of iPads, like you just stretch the proportions like fast.
Yeah, you can make those big changes very fast. Yeah, the length of the legs is always like a problem. Mm-hmm.
So we used like Maya and ZBrush
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. That was cool, but it's really technical and it's really the changes. They take a lot of. You need to know what you want to change.
Yeah. I know that because if we would like to make a small change to our character, it goes like maybe not through departments because we are all packed in a single room, but it first you need to like do it with modeler, then you go to the skinner rigger and then animator. It takes time, and this one is like on the go. It's really nice.
I love the game you have. I think it looks really nice, and I think the character looks so alive. She's just like running around, and it really caught my eye.
All right. Yeah, we were thinking about it's what you do in your games. It's like trying to make something unique, and sometimes it's like really hard. So you just need to push like brute force. Like,
Yeah.
have you seen that in any other games? It's like yes, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this no. And when you go to that point where you have something unique, for example, a dancer in a game. Have you seen any game with a dancer?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, it's crazy because like we have dancers everywhere, and why there was no single game with a dancer
I really like how happy she is. Like she looks really, really happy. Like just
when she's dancing. Yeah, Maria, our dancer, was also very happy when she was doing.
it was from a real dancer.
Yes, yes, it's Maria, which is like a ballerina from Ukraine, and she's really good at it, and she's understood the game, which is very, very important for us. So it was our first motion capture session. I was a little bit afraid of that, but it worked really, really nice.
How did you record her? Did you like
Yes, yes, and it was like crazy because we have some floor dance. So ballerinas don't do floor dance, but she also floor dance is like a floor parts when you do something on the floor, and it's not like a part of ballet in any way, but it's like a modern jazz. And those parts were really hurting her because those, those spheres, small spheres that you attach to the costume, when you go on the ground, they like push your body. So she was like hurting, right? It was hurting her, but it's like 2 centimeters, like.
okay, yeah, that would count.
So that was difficult, but she was really, really good. Okay, we are getting there. Yeah, we are making like 9 iterations of the character, and iterations like the first concept, the second, it was like about 9, and in the end we've stayed with this one, and we are super happy about it.
The other, like, how was the other designs you had? Were they different from it?
Yes, yes, like completely different. Like some were very, very crazy because at first we were thinking about the character as not a dancer but as a runner. It's like she was like running through our world, like trying to get as fast as possible to the ending, and so the designs were like mostly made from like Olympic games, like sprinting women, runners, and but longer legs in like poses, like running poses, and with looking like very futuristic, like for example like a Tron. But it was not working. It was like too heavy, and we wanted to have like a gentle and smooth character. And right now we are very happy about it. We will not change it a bit.
So what is the game about? Where's she going? I haven't seen
You should try to play it and answer this question by yourself. So this is kind of a game where a story is not self-explanatory, but you can interpret by it yourself. It's not like completely open. That is like very hard to get it. It's like you end the game. It's like what happened? No. It's you have those straight.
precise.
Yes, and but there are some points where we think about. It's like what is it about, and we were making playtests, and the people were like going in the same direction. But it was very nice for them to discover that by themselves. So I wouldn't like to spoil that, but I can say that the game is about family. No, you've seen just like a couple of shots.
How was the color of? Because I remember she had quite a color.
Yes, yes, yes. So it's the helmet looks like this. This I will take this. So this part is purple.
Yes. Purple.
Purple.
This kind.
Yes, exactly. No, no, no. A little bit. This one.
This
Yes, exactly. Okay, it's exactly the same color, but just this part. Those pieces are like gold.
gold.
Yes. Okay, you can go over it and probably. It's really nice. So these are gray, like silver. These are silver and gold. There's a heart. You can also add those small hair. And these are black. Yeah, because we didn't want it to have this like round skull. It looked like skull. And
Yeah.
so
Human when you have when you see a little bit of the these are black or what?
these are silver.
Silver. Okay. I don't know if it could be black maybe.
Yeah, it would be like that. And those round things are gold, so they may be a little bit like yellowish. Gold. Okay. Wow, you can like like in on a palette like a painter.
Add different kinds of colors.
hmm I really love to paint with those watercolors with my kid because you can mix all those colors and there's new colors appear.
Okay, follow this color.
Yeah.
Does she have eyes?
No, no, it's like
Tiny.
yes, and everything is nice here. We can make hair.
The hair.
Yes, the hair. You can use blocks like pure blah blah.
Is it
Pure.
black?
Yes, it's black block.
Okay.
Black. Small blocks. Yeah, you're super fast in that. Alrighty. Yes, this size. Just lots of them. Yes, you can make those spaces between them. It's like exactly like that. Okay. And a little bit more in the bottom here. Yes, exactly. All right.
Try to make it work actually.
It's getting there. Maybe we should also try to do this and right, like a monk. Alrighty. Yeah, and now you will smooth it, yes? Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, you cut a little bit off. Yeah, we were with my friends. We were trying the sculpting system. I don't remember how it's called, like a Magic Paint or something like on Vive, on Valve's VR system, and it was really nice. And the funny thing is that when my friend got into it and he was like painting in the air, it's like, what are you doing there? Nobody have seen. It's like I put the helmet on. It's like, oh, it's like a big shape of something. But when you were watching him without knowing what he was drawing, it was like he was there. It's like he was a real sculptor.
I tried it also yesterday. I tried the tilt.
Oh, tilt brush. Yes, it's tilt brush. Yes.
It was super amazing. When you get those glasses, you're just completely there. You're not really caring about what else is in the
Exactly, exactly.
So we're gonna try to put in a floor, and then we can make her walk. Does she have any shoes?
Yes, she's got those, but she's got the shoes that's like part of her like. But I think it's fine. It's fine.
What? The color of her body?
Yes, it's exactly the same color. Okay, so you want to put her on a.
Kind of.
Mm-hmm. All right. It's nice. She's looking like on her legs, like looking around.
Following these imps, she's looking at them.
It's really nice. Ah, we can control her already. Hello. Yeah, I think that this game would be perfect for like making these small theaters with your kid, because currently we are using plush toys. You know, we have like this Mario plush toy and Bowser to plush toy, with like Bowser's and against Mario, and then you can make it in a game and make like a whole scene with those characters. Yeah, and they, like change them, so the parents can make like the bases, and they can like make big legs or whatever they would like.
How she's gonna walk. You can also customize.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Wobbliness. Okay. Oh, it's we are getting there. Oh. All right. So if you will make this character, will it like appear in a game, or you need to like you will have like a bunch of characters that you can download and then put it in like completely in a game, or you have nothing and you need to like build it from scratch.
Actually, like a whole library of
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things.
Nice.
Go in, and this is me. If
Mm-hmm.
you wanted to go in and just look at some families like Michal,
Okay.
is another character.
Okay, so you've saved this
Yeah.
into your library. So when when dreams will go out, I will find you and find the princess.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
So you can go out and create
Like you can share your pieces with others
yes.
and make a complete game. That's really nice.
Oh, that is really cool.
S-
It's
s-
certainly not quick. But yeah, you can go in and
Okay, so you just browse through the catalog of all people, picking one thing, like a robot, like a plane, whatever you like, and just make a story with that. That's a good, cool idea. It's like pretty ambitious, I must say.
yeah. Because like inside the person and the other people that are joining it, like they're just really skilled at it and they're really caring about like what people like need. Like I'm not the technical person. I like making stuff, but Anton and the whole rest of the people,
Alex and
that they really get like what like people like and stuff. To make it easier for us to make instances or designs without the actual faces. I know technical.
mm-hmm. Oh, I think that they're working. One is working. Okay. There are a lot of things. Windmill. Mm-hmm. That, yeah, it's really nice. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
I'm gonna try to play that game.
All right.